Hello. This is for my Geminis. I'm just going to take a moment to clear out any old negative cell energy. Take a moment to welcome in new energy so that these old doors can close and new doors can open. I would just take a deep breath. Fix my camera. Sorry about that. I'm going to start off with my good tarot deck and just get the overall energy for this reading. And we'll go from there. Hope everyone is well. Appreciate all the engagement, even all three of you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe if this reading resonates for you. Again, this is for my Geminis. You guys got the Ace of Earth. I always read this because sometimes they have great affirmations just to start off like the reading, but just also just a good overall message in general. I really love this deck. Prosperity in its purest form. Concrete results in the physical world, abundance made manifest. I recognize the many forms of abundance and plenty, and I align myself with success. I can generate gold from the resources I have at my fingertips. I make an impact. The essence of prosperity is taking form in the material world. That's beautiful. So it sounds like you guys are seeing your manifestations, or just in general, like your finances take a turn. Maybe some of you guys have been having trouble, and it looks like that's the end of all those troubles with your finances coming in. So let's get some more cards to see what else and get more clear of a message for you guys. This reaches who it's supposed to reach. Look at this deer. Some of you guys may be seeing deer at the moment. Some of you may be out in nature, and like I'm hearing some hunters. Okay, you may have some difficult decisions when it comes to like your finances. Like maybe you have to make a certain choice, like of which way you want to go so that you could. Ooh, okay. So that you could decide like which path you want to take. It seems like maybe you guys have been in your head about this. It could, and watch your negative thoughts. I've been getting like Eight of Swords a lot. I feel like it may be like the energy with the new moon, or just like the transformation like Earth is going through at this time. I feel like there's a lot of purging with making sure that we're staying out of our shadow selves, and making sure that we're watching the thoughts that we're putting out into the universe, because of course where attention flows, energy goes. So if you're giving all your energy and all your attention to negative thoughts, then naturally negativity will continue to just reverberate around you. That's what's going to happen in your environment. You're going to see negative results because you're constantly in this negative state of mind. But it looks like, let me get some more clear understanding. Yeah, so it looks like that maybe for a period of time, you guys have been having some struggles with kind of getting and keeping yourself entrapped into like thoughts, avoiding certain thoughts, maybe avoiding just certain situations that are coming up to the surface that you don't really want to deal with. But again, avoiding it doesn't necessarily, it's not going to make it go away. We kind of got to face it head forth, move on it, and then, you know, let it develop how it's supposed to develop. when things happen like that, it's more so for growth than anything else. So just be careful of like putting yourself in situations that you don't have to be in, and watching, the thoughts that you're putting out there. Make sure you're carefully weighing all your options that present itself to you, because a lot of times, sometimes, we get like two options, and it's almost like a test to make sure that you're going down the right path. It's almost like a test to make sure that you learn the lessons and that you don't have to go through certain lessons again. But it looks like, as far as like with you got the 10 of Cups, but it's coming right after the 8 of Swords, and then it's also with like the 4 of Cups. So I'm feeling like when it comes to like certain family relationships, more so like not even just family, but just relationships in general around some of you guys, you guys have been having maybe some issues with it, not really sure which way to go, not really getting, you feel like, clear information when it comes to like some situations with your family, maybe not fully speaking how you feel, or maybe not even being able to just really get everything off your chest like how you want to get it off your chest. And it's probably leading you into this situation also to where you're feeling like disconnected because things aren't looking how you want it to look. But I feel like with the overall energy card at the beginning, like things are changing. So I'm going to pull some more cards to see what's going on, because it says, the overall energy is that the physical world around you, you're going to start seeing these results of like your finances increasing. But it feels like that maybe you need to also pay attention, and what's going to bring in this divine harmony, like this divine love, like this full picture with your family, is making sure that you're staying and keeping yourself in like meditation, so that you avoid being apathetic, so that you avoid like your negative thoughts, so that you're avoiding like any situation where you're not making the right choice when you have multiple options in front of you. Because look again, like he has like multiple cups, but he's not really able to see or even pay attention to all the options that he has. And I feel like that's coming into play with the 2 of Swords. Like, you're kind of disconnected, but I feel like you're being called to bring in this abundance. You need to go into some meditation, a lot of you guys, if you haven't been. It's like, that's probably what's been holding back, if you feel like you're in like a still place. Like you're being really hard on yourself, but you're kind of, again, imposing this upon yourself. Like these are self-imposed restrictions. You're not seeing that there's always multiple options, multiple roles, multiple realities that you can tap into to change things. And I think that's what's leading to a lot of you guys feeling like disconnected at this moment. Yeah, look. After that, I feel like, there's the right decision, and there's like, again, a couple of decisions that are being presented to you right now. And one of the decisions, it's definitely, I don't really know too many Geminis who like self-confidence, but I really hope you guys are staying in tune and in contact with that part of you guys. Because there is a victory coming, and it's coming in pretty fast. Like, it's like the Knight of Swords is like fast driven action. And it's coming in. I also was pulled to, like defending your beliefs. Like you feel like you're making like all the right choices, but maybe you feel like people aren't really seeing the choices that you're making. But it's not really for people to see the choices. Look, 10-10. There's definitely a completed cycle. I believe like things are being exposed to you about like maybe cycles, roots that need to be pulled and taken up. And look, the Hangman again. It's like you're being called to just surrender completely at this moment. A lot of you guys, you're being called to surrender so that you can just go ahead and let this cycle come to an end. Because you may be feeling like you're going like constantly in a circle, but the thing is that God is trying to pull you. I would say God, the universe, like ultimate love, it's the same thing to me. Like it's all one. Like we are one. We're the trees, we're the sun, we're the wind. That's what I mean. So, but there is a change in the tide. And I feel like 10-10, again, it's like 10-10 right on top of each other. There's a completed cycle. New beginnings. But they're warning you that in order for this to come in, so you can actually see that this is coming in, so you can actually feel that this change is coming in, you need to take some time and just sacrifice your time to yourself, surrender completely, pause, take a moment, because, you know, things are coming to an end. And it feels like maybe you're just like, I'm done. Like, I cannot take another freaking sword in my back. But the thing is, like, even though, you know, you have all these swords or you've been through all these experiences and all these painful endings, the thing is that Spirit sees you and they're like, we know you're still standing. It's just like tests of times, if that makes sense. You don't want to continue to go through the same cycles and not let things play out, because they're like, we see your strength, we see how strong you are. We're trying to let you know that you need to go inside, go within, go into meditation, because you're feeling a little disconnected right now. This is a reevaluation of everything around you. And once you start reevaluating and start seeing, you know, then here comes all your confidence back. Here comes the victories coming into place. And they're coming in fast, but they're letting you know, be careful of your thoughts. Be careful of, again, putting yourself in this prison that we're not trying to even keep you in. We're not putting you in a prison. You're putting yourself in a prison. And it's just like, even sometimes they're trying to let you know, you might even be defending what you're doing instead of just pausing and surrendering. You're like, no, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing this for, you know, yada, 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 A, B, C, and D. But again, when you're not really listening and you're not, the divine alignment, the divine love is going to come from just you letting things completely just end. If you're holding on to things of the past, let it go. Because they're like, just count it as a loss so that you can see this big win that's coming in. Because they're trying to usher in change, and they're trying to get you to release a lot of things. And they're trying to show you you have multiple options in front of you if you just let us present them to you. But you're not even opening yourself up to receive like these multiple options. You're up here just like defending what you're doing, continue to do what you're doing, and things aren't changing. They're looking the same. But this is not exactly what a lot of you guys want. It's like, take a moment, surrender, get some deep insight. Look. The Four of Cups again. Yes, they're like, take a moment to realize, like, you're up here just deep in thought, but it feels like it's just not the thoughts that are leading you to where you are trying to go. You know what I'm saying? It's not the thoughts that they're trying to get you to realize is they're like, change your thought, maybe change the direction of what you're thinking, because you're focusing on these 3 cups right here trying to make things happen. And we're like, we got something even better for you. If you just take time to get into meditation, talk to us, and actually communicate. But we can't even come through with everything that's going on and all the thoughts in your head. They're like, you're not listening to us. Your guys are just like trying to call out for you to just take a moment so that they can make the changes that you want to come in. Take a moment, sit down, listen, reevaluate, let them come in and do their job. Let them help you. So that, look, they're trying to bring in this new energy, like you've been trying to call in. It feels like you're like in communication with them. You're talking with your guys, your spirit team, your benevolent ancestors, and they're like, yeah, we know, we're trying to help you out, but again, don't be so, you're turning your back, you're not listening, you're not even looking in the direction we're trying to teach you or trying to show you to come. And it's like, and we're trying to hand you over all these blessings, these cups, we're trying to give you these gifts. Look, the 4 cups literally came out twice in a reading. It's like they're trying to complete and still certain things in the foundation, and it's like, it feels like you're trying to constantly patch up these cracks. And they're like, let this thing fall. Let it go. They're like, don't keep trying to patch this up. Just let this crap go. We have something better for you if you only take the time to listen and hear us. That's like the Hangman. The Hangman is just like, man, let us enlighten you. Things are different than before if only you take a moment to sit down and get it. Because the sun is just like, look, the sun is like, hello, new energy, new wave. She's beating on the drum. She's bringing in and she's communicating with, spirit. And spirit is also communicating with her, and they're just giving her all this energy to boost her up. Like all this beautiful enlightenment and this energy. And they're like, are you seeing that we're shining on you? Are you seeing that we're trying to communicate with you? We're trying to literally give you the sun. Sun is such beautiful energy. They're like, but we can't change your thoughts. Like, that's part of the hard part here. You know, our thoughts being on Earth is like, woo. And they're like, oh, wow. I really feel like it's definitely something pertaining to like family environment. Some of you guys may have a child on the way, and maybe that's what's pushing you to try to change and get into like this new energy. And I feel like maybe that's why they're pushing you to change a lot of the ways that you're doing, because you know, you got some major blessings on the way, and they're trying to show you, like, if these blessings come in, you know, even if they come in, are you even going to be able to see them as blessings? Some of you guys may be in an energy where, you know, you're very fertile. And look, even the sun is coming through again. Like, I feel like really drawn to, like, the sun. But I feel like it's just like spirit is just really trying to put their hand on you, trying to guide you, trying to lead you exactly where you need to be so that you stay out of like these. You don't focus so much on like the past, the wounds, the loss, like betrayals. They're trying to show you like you have beautiful things surrounding you if you only open your eyes to see. You're not focusing on the right things. Empress is just like this beautiful goddess energy, like this beautiful in tune with like spirit, in tune with everything around them, in tune with, you know, self. You know, you're listening to your intuition is flowing through you. The sun is just like this beautiful vibrant energy. And look, justice came out right after that. If you're worried, like, it feels like, make sure you're not trying to play the hand of God. Like, you're not the hand of God. The only thing you can control is yourself. So when we sit there and we focus on what we're meant to focus on, then that's what, you know, we bring in. Again, where attention flows, energy goes. So when you're focusing on the right things, then that's what's going to come in, the right things. But if you're focusing on the wrong things, then that's what's going to continue to come into you. But they're kind of just always like, make sure that you're weighing all your options. You're looking at all the choices ahead of you. And that's kind of funny. Justice is like on top of the 4 and the Hangman too. Because they're like, balance. Make sure you're staying balanced in everything that you're doing. Balancing the light with the dark. We all have each light and dark inside of us. But again, you're not the one to sit up here and try to make, you know, amends with people. Let your guides, let your angels do this for you. I wouldn't say like clear skies are coming in. If you feel like it's just been like really cloudy, yeah, it feels like some of you guys, it may be storming a lot where you're at, or just really been cloudy a lot. But you just kind of feel like new days are coming in and the skies are clearing up. You know what I mean? Physically and just spiritually as well. Things are looking great and looking up, but it feels like you guys are coming in and coming off of like some high energy, or energy that's kind of been like, it feels like it's been weighing you down, which is okay. We all kind of go through that sometimes, but it's just, the point is to make sure you're not stuck in it. Look, they're just like, they're trying to tell you there's just so much joy and happiness around you that's trying to come in. If you only will see it and only take the time to recognize and see the other options in front of you. Don't be in your head too much about it. It's just like, I feel like a lot of you guys are in your head a lot, not only about yourselves, but just like things that you're doing. Look, and then also like this came out and it's just like confidence. I feel like, you know, maybe you guys have been feeling like not the best and maybe the most confident version of yourselves, but those ties are changing. It's like the goals that you have been setting, they're coming in, they're being reached. You're going to be able to just take time and understand that. Yeah, I'm just really feeling like there's a beautiful energy that they're trying to show you that is coming in, but some of you guys are seeing it. I feel like, you know, some of you guys may be like newly married as well. It may be the pressures of just like supporting your family, or just getting you, just maybe the pressures of maybe supporting the people around you are just crumbling and making you feel like, oh, I can't even take it no more. But I feel like they're trying to get you to that point so that you do completely surrender. Like, they're just like, as soon as you realize, like, again, the only thing you can control is yourself. You can't control the outside resources. Sometimes we do too much, and then it's just like we end up screwing ourselves. They're just like, we are in control. We have the hand. We are doing everything right, like how it's supposed to be happening. Maybe if you take time to kind of tune in again, meditate, you'll understand that everything is working for the greater good. Everything is working for you, not against you. Because I feel like maybe the thoughts have been, man, everything's working against me right now. And they're just like, we're not working against you. Are you working against yourself? Because that's not what's going on. We're literally trying to help you to see the sun energy and see that everything around you is actually as it's supposed to be. It's justice. Like, this is what's going on. Like, this is fair justice. Like, whether you feel like it's not, like, it's balance. It's the balance of the light and the dark. So I'm going to leave it right here. You guys have, like, great energy, though, because, like, this first card as well, like the Ace of Earth, like, they're trying to just, like, give you, like, all these beautiful treasures, like, all these beautiful things. And they're just like, if you just let us, we will. If you just, you know, stay out of your head, we will. So I hope this reaches again who is supposed to. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much.